So what Saudi officials are trying to do here is put more women in the workplace. The project that this government agency is funding in Hufuf in the east of Saudi Arabia, they say, is valued at about $130 million, and it could create as many as 5,000 jobs for women, something they hope to replicate in as many as 40 other cities across the country. Why are they doing this? Why are they creating women-only environments? Well, they say the strictures of Shia law, Islamic law in the country, mean that men and women cannot work side by side. So until now, the many female graduates that the country has been producing have been going into the education sector. What the government is trying to do here is open up other business sectors, textiles, food processing, and such like. Also, Saudi Arabia recognizes it's falling behind the region in terms of the number of women or the percentage of women in their country that are employed. In Saudi Arabia, it's only about 15% of women represented in the workforce. In a country like United Arab Emirates here, it is as much as or close to 60% of women in the workforce. So the differences and discrepancies there very large. Saudi Arabia had been heavily criticized in the past for not getting women in the workplace, for not allowing women to drive, for example. And this, perhaps, some people would argue, and certainly officials in Saudi Arabia would say, is this is a sign of progression, that they are committed to getting more women into the workplace, that they can't move too fast because of the conservatives within the country. And they would argue that by putting women in the workplace in this way, this will empower them in the future to have a stronger voice and perhaps bring about more changes for women in the country. But right now, Saudi Arabia loses some of its educated female population who go and work abroad. Right now, 95% of women's jobs are in the government sector, very small percentage in the private sector. 85% of those jobs in the government sector are in education, and there are too many women. More than 80% of the unemployed women in Saudi Arabia are university graduates. Those that can't find jobs are leaving the country to find them elsewhere. So the government's trying to address many problems here. And some people would say this is a move too late and too short. Officials would say this is finally a move in the right direction. Nick Robertson, CNN, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates.